You guys, I just got a package in the mail and I am so excited. Can you tell? Can you tell? Okay, so let me give you a little background. There is this publishing company that I have been looking at for a long time. It's YWAM Publishing, and I will put a link below for sure. And I first came across them, I was looking for biographies of missionaries, and they have a series of missionary biographies called Christian Heroes Then and Now. And they're not all missionaries in there, but mostly missionaries. And it's written for kids ages 10 and up, chapter books, and I actually really have enjoyed those myself. And one of the things that stuck out to me with these books is the writing is amazing. Like, from a literary perspective, these books are totally awesome. You don't see books written like this very much anymore, and I was just so impressed and I love them. And so anyway, fast forward, I've been reintroduced to them again, and I was looking at them, but they really are, Samuel likes to have chapter books read to him, but the content is a little too advanced for him. It really is appropriate for 10 and up. And I was just thinking, oh, he would love to study. And anyway, I'm really excited about using those. They have Christian Heroes Then and Now series, and they have Heroes of History as well. So these two sets, and they're ones that I really want to incorporate as part of our history and geography in our homeschool when we get to that point, but we're not there yet. But I found the set called Heroes for Young Readers by the same company, and it is based on the same books that they have out for the older kids for the chapter books, but these books are written for ages 6 and up, which is so exciting. And so I know that I've showed you guys these books before, The Little Lights, and I will link to my review of those down below. And these are for ages 4 and 5 as a read aloud. I'd say 3 to 5 really, but there's not much with them. So anyway, every Saturday night we had, in the past before the boys were born, we would read a missionary story and kind of read chapters of it every week, and then just keep going on as we were ending our Sabbath, as kind of a way to remember that we have a work to do. God can work in us, and kind of to encourage us as we go forward in our week. And we wanted to start that back up with the boys, but a continuing story is just too much for them at this age from week to week. They can't really remember it. So I found these Heroes for Young Readers, and I saw online that you can get a CD that has the songs from the activity guide, and it has the stories read on them, and it says that there's a few other things in there, and the stories themselves, and then there's an activity guide. You can get a set of 4 books with an activity guide. So I got the activity guide for books 1 through 4 in the books, and they just came in the mail, and I'm going to show them to you, and I'm even more excited than I thought I would be because they're so cool. So one sad thing though, the CD is back ordered, so I don't have that, but I will do a review on these once we've used them and let you know what we think. But the CD's not here, but I'll show you everything else. Alright, so this is set 1 through 4, and it comes with the books about Gladys Aylward, Eric Liddell, Nate Saint, and George Mueller. And these books, I'll just show you a picture kind of inside of them so you can get a feel for how long they are. Now, this is all written in rhyme, but it is well-written rhyme. It is not forced. It is just like the books, the chapter books. The literary work here is just awesome. So you can see the year was 1930. A woman short and plain, with coal black hair and dark brown eyes, stepped on a London train. Her name was Gladys Aylward. She was traveling on her own, from England to a far-off land called China, old, unknown. She failed at Bible college and did not speak much Chinese, but still she knew God called her there, so she felt at ease. She stayed at Chinese mountain inns, yet wasn't quite prepared for sleeping in one long, hard bed that everybody shared. So you can see it's written well, and it goes through the whole thing like this. So excited. So anyway, I have these 4 books. They're all very similar, you know, as far as the way that they're written. The type of illustration is very similar. And so anyway, so that's exciting. So these are the 4 for this one set, and then it comes with an activity guide, And for each missionary, you have a coloring page, and you have a missionary song, which this will be on the CD so that I'll know exactly how it goes and we can listen to it over and over again, but a song about the missionary and what they did, and this has a few verses here. And then it has an activity about a character quality, so in Gladys Aylward's case it's perseverance, and a song about that character trait, we will persevere. And in this case, this is an activity like a play. Sorry, my phone died. I'm plugged in now though, but anyway, this is an activity where you act out the story together and talk about perseverance, and then this is an activity that you carry through all the different missionaries, and there's things from China, learning more about China where Gladys Aylward was, and then these are some, can you remember what was in the story, and a rhyming activity, and anyway, and there's a crossword. So there's tons of great activities in here, and one thing I noticed that I love is that a lot of times when these things focus on character traits or missionaries or things, it becomes very self-centered, like about me and what I need to do and all of that, and I love that these are very God-focused, and like He is the one that gives us these traits. He is the one that works in us so that we can persevere, and I love that. That's so rare and so important to me. But I was thinking, I was a little bit overwhelmed, like how do I do all of this and use it for family worship time? Like how do I even know what to do or where to start or how to begin? Then I looked in the back and I found this amazing little gem. So back in the back, they have recommended a 13-week schedule. And usually I do not use this stuff at all, but this one seems perfect for us. So for each week, they have an option of a 30-minute class, they call it, or a 45-minute class. And so we'll use the 30-minute one, and so they'll do 2 with Gladys Aylward, and then 2 with Eric Liddell, and then 2 with Nate Saint, and then 2 with George Mueller. And then they go back and revisit Gladys Aylward, and revisit Eric Liddell and Nate Saint, and revisit George Mueller, and you end up with 13 weeks of stuff from these 4 books, and wow, how cool is that? So I am just like totally excited about this. I told Arlen, like, it's rare that I get a program like this that I don't heavily edit. I heavily edit most of the curriculum that I use because that's just the way I am. But I don't feel like I'm going to need to edit this much at all. I think it's going to work so well, and I can't wait. So we're going to finish up our current round of what we're doing, and then we're going to start in on these, and I'm super excited to get the CDs. Timothy will especially love listening to the songs, and Samuel will especially love listening to the story. And it's awesome too because I've been looking for more poetry for him to help him with rhyming. Hello, right here. So that'll be really good. So I am just so excited. And so I mean, is this homeschool? Technically, yeah, it's where the line blurs, you know? Everything, I mean, I feel like so much of life is homeschool, but this is what we will be using for our evening worships. I'm so excited. I am going to put a link below. We're still going to use the Little Lights with Timothy, the other missionary stories. They don't have little lights for all of the ones that are in the series, but the ones that do, we'll use those because they're a little bit shorter, a little bit better for Timothy's attention span. And then we'll use these with Samuel primarily. You know, we'll try and use some of both, but I think that's going to work really well for us to have both of those available when possible. And yeah, I'm just so excited. So like I said, I'm going to put the links below, and I hope after we use these for a little while, I can do an update and share with you how they're going and even give you a little bit more detail. But that is it for today, and you guys should totally check these out because they're so cool. And even if you have older kids, check them out, because the older kids, you can get complete, like they have like curriculum guides for the older kids, for the older books. They have curriculum guides, and if they're anything like these activity guides, they will definitely be worth it. So anyway, I'm gonna go now because I could ramble forever because I'm so excited, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.